this is Tatiana of Blogovision, and I'm here with Lord of the Lost with the bassist class. How are you doing?
Hey everybody, I'm doing quite fine. I just came back from work and yeah, here I am. I just had some sweet like marzipan eggs. I think
Nice.
it's like for Easter. So I had a little bit of energy now, and so I'm ready to answer all the questions.
Awesome, ready to slay. Question
Yes.
one from me is when you were choosing a song for Eurovision, was it an obvious choice for you to choose Blood and Glitter because you have a whole album which was released last year named Blood and Glitter, right?
Yeah, that's right. At some point, Blood and Glitter is perfect because it's a short song. It's a song even from the length, it fits perfect. And it was written by Rupert and well, Chris and Rupert. Rupert is a friend of ours, and they were just thinking like, "Hey, let's make a song that kind of fits to that topic." It's not that they decided that they want to apply or we apply for Eurovision. Also with the message that fits, like that we are at some point all the same and we can be whatever we want. And it just worked out pretty perfect. And since it was also a song, a single, a good video and everything, and the imagination to bring this on stage was fitting perfect. So why not just taking that song?
You
So
had
it's
a vision of
actually
it
perfect.
already. Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, not necessarily to the Eurovision vision, but it just fit perfect.
Right. Yeah, I think so because of all the songs, this one somehow can be easily staged. Yeah. And even though Eurovision is not normally much about blood,
Yeah, right.
you're a band that always plays live. And in Eurovision, the only thing that's live is the vocals. How did it feel
Right.
knowing that Chris is live, but the rest of the instruments are muted or pre recorded?
It's weird because since we usually play live, um, I mean, I just had like 10 years ago some gigs or was appearing in a movie and then you just play. I mean, you just do playback, you're not playing, and it's okay. It's not the real deal, but since it is the deal, I just deal with it. And
And have fun
yeah,
on stage.
it's a different kind of fun. Yeah, it's just like, hey, you know what? So I'm not really thinking about it, just dealing with it and just take as much fun as I can out of it. And it's fun. It's still fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Then again, knowing that the instruments are off, you can allow yourself to jump and do whatever you want on stage. Shall we
Yeah.
expect some wild moves and wild jumps on the stage of
Yeah.
Liverpool?
Yeah, you will see something, some kind of a similar act as we did in Germany, but just blown up way bigger. But I must say, at some point, it's not as easy as to really play that stuff because Um, on that stage, there's so many cameras going around, and like if there's 10 cameras, not all of them are on. Only one is on at the same time. And then you try to get it to not look down while the camera is showing your face.
Right.
And it's actually quite a challenge that is pretty new to us. And that's something you have to learn.
Absolutely.
And so it's still a challenge, even though we don't play the instruments live.
Yeah, of course. It's all about the angles, the cameras, the turns, and there is some rotating camera, and you have to be sort of following it. And yeah,
Yeah,
but you did a
right.
great job with Unser Lied for Liverpool. So yeah, I think you will do
Oh,
a great job on
yeah,
stage.
thank you. Yeah, I think the fans liked it. So
Absolutely. I was watching
pretty good.
myself thinking like, what's happening? Where are all the, what's going on? You remember the jury, everything, and then suddenly you
Yeah,
do win, and this was such a natural reaction. Loved it, absolutely.
yeah, that was pretty crazy. I mean, yeah, I did not think about winning in that moment. It was like, ooh, okay, just I don't know, just let it be, let it happen, and then it was like, it's us. It's like,
It's like what?
yeah, but I think it was cool. I think it was pretty entertaining. Um, like a good sports game or something. And yeah, that was pretty exciting.
It is, yeah. With Blood and Glitter, the album and the song, obviously itself, do you see it's like a new era for Lord of the Lost in terms of vision, image, sound?
At some point, every album is a new era for us. We try to change a bit from album to album, or let's say to do what we feel, and what we feel changes, and to not repeat ourselves. And we also try to make videos that we didn't do. So we always have to get new ideas, change, and try something new. And like Leave Your Hate in the Comments, for example, was pretty new. I really found my ugly side, the ugliest I can get out of me. And yeah, I mean, it's just nice to push the boundaries, and to just have a new kind of fun, a new kind of experience for ourselves as well, to not get bored or just repeat. So at some point, we'll always redefine
Yeah,
us and our borders.
obviously. And now having had like you will have so many new connections, new experiences, it will stimulate you to write something else.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
sure,
always
sure, sure,
so
sure.
productive. Yeah.
It's a lot going on. It's very creative.
So many people, by the way, were a bit upset that you didn't have much glitter on the stage of Unser Lied for Liverpool. Yeah, what about Liverpool itself? Are you going to bring glitter?
At some point, yes. Actually, I don't know much about the technical realization, how it is going to be in the end. That's with the
There's still a
directors
month
and
to
everything.
decide.
Yeah. But it's going to be more. The problem with glitter is like if it's raining glitter, it's super hard to just get rid of the glitter. And imagine we were on stage as the last one, not winning, and somebody else goes on stage and there's glitter everywhere. Yeah. That is might be like, ha. So it's tricky, but we see what they can realize.
Yeah, I know. We only have like 40 seconds or something to even up to 1 minute, yeah, with this card that they show of the next country to simply change to the new
Yeah,
staging. And
that's
not only
crazy.
that, to
That's
put up everything that's, that needs to be put up on stage. And that's
yeah,
tricky.
that's ridiculous if you think about it. What amazing stuff and props they put on stage every time, and it
But then
takes
again,
like
many
seconds.
possibilities like revolving stages or whatnot that you cannot maybe get at other locations. So you can go creative, can go nuts.
Yeah. But anyway, it will be blowing our minds when we go there and see what stuff all the countries do. And it's like ridiculously cool and fun as well.
Absolutely. And many of us, including myself, grew up on Gothic, music, on industrial metal, on synth pop, especially from
Hmm.
Germany. And not only, yeah, from Sweden, from whatnot. Yeah, for example, I grew up on Death Stars, the 69
Oh,
Eyes,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
Division, a lot of those. And my
Hmm.
reaction to your victory was like, finally, Germany is sending what it's good at. Because some of the things that
Yeah.
Germany used to send is not what people listen to at all. Yeah. And that's a big
Yeah.
minus. But then I was surprised the next day seeing a lot of like from German public some kind of hate or dislikes in the comments saying these guys don't represent Germany, and I was like, but Lord, they don't represent Finland either. So
Yeah, but
how did you
hey,
feel about it?
people always show up if there's something negative to say. So we don't care. Uh, I mean, at some point, it's a bit like just in a podcast today, there was interesting that one of the hosts of our show, um, uh, Riccardo Simonetti, the dude in the awesome pink dress on that day, said like that's typical Germany that everybody is only complaining and stuff about the acts, and there's not much support from Germany or the Germans for their acts. In other countries, there's way more. They're celebrating the artists, they're pushing the artists. So, I mean, we have a lot of support from our fans, friends, from the
Internationally,
TV.
especially, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like Germany is not so much about to just let go and forget what happened in the past and just saying like, let's try this year. Woo! It's
Let's
more
do
like,
something different.
I
Yeah.
don't think so. Yeah, people think too much and yeah, see so too many different, too many negative things.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's still not too many people being negative, but they scream loud. That's why we hear them and we see them.
For them,
They
you have
say,
the song exactly. Leave your hate in the comments.
yeah, but I think the people could be more relaxed about this. This is about music. This is about fun, and there can be only one artist for Germany in that sense. It's us, and then saying like, okay, it's them. So let's support it. Let's support a good show, a good friendly fight. Yeah.
Absolutely. You can always come back to the national selection and try to win again, obviously. If you didn't succeed one year, why not?
Yeah, right. That's why keep it easy. Don't be too
Yeah,
serious about it.
exactly. And then again, of course, if Germany wins, like it was with Lena, everybody suddenly supports so much. Like,
Yeah, everybody is always saying like, I knew it. I knew it from the start.
yes.
You, it's like, oh yeah, all right, sure. But hey, that's the way it is.
Yeah, you
We
never
do the
know.
best. We're pretty motivated, and we teach the people better. We show better. We can do good. Yeah.
Exactly. A fun fact that I read is that originally you changed your name from Lord to Lords of the Lost, not to be confused with other bands like Lordi. But what do you think of Lordi themselves? Would you like to maybe do a duet with them sometime?
Oh, you never know. I mean, we were happy that we toured together in, I think it was 2012. It was the festival called Eisheilige Nacht, the festival from Savoy to Selly. That was great. The people were great, and we just met them recently, a few weeks ago, on our tour,
Okay.
and just saying hi to them. Like they
Oh,
parked, they were having one day off to be next city, and we just arrived, and I just had a good talk with the keyboarder that day and the management. I meet the manager, the tour manager, once in a while in Hamburg as well.
awesome. Wow.
So
So
there's a history. We know each other for more than
you
10
know each
years
other.
now.
Lordi knows Lord of the Lost and backwards, right? Okay.
Yeah, right.
Last year you played as a support act on Iron Maiden tour, Legacy of the Beast, and again you're going this year with them on the Future Past World Tour. Yay!
Yes.
What do you think unites Iron Maiden and Lord of the Lost?
Actually, the fact that Steve Harris from Iron Maiden really enjoys our music and our live performance. I think what unites us is the way to approach to music. That we love to play music and we love to create a family around music. That when we're on tour and we are getting on tour more and more, it's important that you have family with you. Not talking about your siblings or something, but crew, support band. That we like to have a good connection and a good vibe on tour, and that it should be friendly or like a family, and that this is pretty important, as important as the music itself. And I think that's something that Iron Maiden managed to do perfectly, and I think us as well. And that is something that unites us the most, even though the music is still very different.
Different. Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
was wondering.
yeah,
You come from different, so to say, genres. Yeah. So
yeah. But the core, the human the human part of it is pretty similar, actually.
agreed, yes. Also, an interesting thing that I found is that you used to play with some symphony orchestras, right? In 2013, you
Yeah.
took part in the event Gothic Meets Classic with a symphony
Mhm.
orchestra, which was so like atmospheric, romantic.
I will never let you, I will never let you go. No way out, no way back. A bride and white, a man in black.
And then you performed with classical musicians again as Lord of the Lost Ensemble, right? Have you
Yeah, the
thought of
Swan
playing?
ensemble, so called. Yeah.
Oh, okay, but
So sorry.
is it
Yeah.
something you would repeat in the future, or?
Sure thing. I mean, we play the Gothic Meets Classic this year, if I'm right. And we are always doing shows with the Swan ensemble, with our own small thing. We also have the Swan songs out. We're just releasing them if we have time in between albums, so that we can still deliver some music to the fans. And Yeah, I mean, we're not planning to stop that. So, but it's actually not planned when the next stuff is coming out, since there's so much going on right now. But there's always something cooking on the side.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
One thing that I usually do at the end of my interviews is tricky questions. If you met a
Okay.
15-year-old yourself, what advice would you give your younger self?
Keep doing what you love. You know, it might be overwhelming, I think. So I would just like animate, or yeah, just tell myself, hey, what you're doing is great, and just keep on doing it. Never stop doing what you like, what you love. Just follow your way. It's going to be hard, but I think that's it.
You'll manage.
Yeah, because I never thought too much. I just thought I want to do something that I like, and I followed that path, and it worked out pretty well in the end, even though I had doubts as everybody else.
All right. Question 2. What is the weirdest gift you have ever received from a fan?
I mean, it's not weird. It was super pretty amazing. But once I got a signed picture of the Darth Vader actor, Dave Prowse, and that is pretty amazing. I think that's not weird, but it's weird in a very positive way that somebody thought about me and putting that much effort to go to a convention and getting a signature from the original actor from Darth Vader from Star Wars.
Whoa, no, that really sounds awesome. Yeah, that's not weird, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's super cool.
All right, next one is super tricky. If you could get an answer to one question about your future, what would you ask?
Will I be healthy in the end?
Okay, are there doubts on that?
No, but there's so many things that could happen. I mean, the thing is always, if I would know, if somebody would say, no, you would not be healthy, what can I do? I would be scared until I get sick. And maybe I get sick because I know that I might get sick, because the psyche will cause damage. And maybe I just get sick in the end because I knew that somebody from the future is saying that.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah, wow.
maybe only because I knew I would get sick.
So deep. Like how you're thinking. Self-fulfilling
Thank you.
prophecies. Yes.
Yeah. So sometimes I always try to not what if, like what if I would be another person? What if I would be taller? What would if I would be smaller? What if I did something else? And it's like, yeah, but you can't choose. I mean, it's fun sometimes to think about it, but it's also
Can drain you as well.
it's not always. Yeah, right. It can block your happiness, worst case.
What kind of people piss you off the most?
People that pretend to be super nice, but they're not reflecting and seeing that they're actually not nice, but just like producing themselves as I'm super nice, I'm super friendly, but then assholes. If you're an asshole, just live it, then I know it. If you're friendly, just be friendly, and be real.
Be real.
Don't
be
hide.
who you are.
Don't hide. Don't hide behind things you.
The
want
curtain
to do,
of
but you're
being
not.
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What is the best Eurovision song of all times?
I gotta ask that. Oh, it's so hard to say, because for me, I also don't have a favorite artist. I don't have a favorite album, because if I'm not in the right mood, my favorite album can be completely out of place because it doesn't fit my mood. I appreciate that there's a lot of difference, and I hope that in the future there will be more and more different music styles, like everything, even if it's just the purpose to show the world that there's more music than just pop, rock, techno, electro, soft, hard. It's just like to open people's eyes. So I actually appreciate most likely all the songs that are crazy. Like, for example, I think it's Croatia, the band Led 3.
Yeah, this year, yeah.
The entire war song. That's actually the one that moves me the most, because it's just crazy and it's just fun. It's just like fireworks.
Yeah.
And
More
that's
theatrical, yeah. Mm.
yeah, and it's pretty cool and so brave that
Yeah.
those guys in that case are really freaking out and being artists, like super crazy to the limit. And
And that the
that's
people chose them as well and supported this type of variety.
yeah, right. And that's great. So that's kind of my favorite song by now, even though I didn't really listen to all the songs deeply, like really thinking about it, but that just amazed me. I just really liked it that. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Which Eurovision singer would you marry?
I just realized, okay, from just Instagram, there are some beautiful girls, but nobody actually really spoke to me because I didn't meet them or I didn't find out if they're nice. They're actually just like, for me, like kind of poster girls. I don't know who I'm going to meet. Let's see who I will meet and marry. That,
Let's keep an eye on that. Girls, this year we have a lot of girls in Eurovision.
Yeah, it seems like that, but let's see. I will choose one.
Well, then, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for having an interview with me. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Hey, you're welcome, and see you soon then.
See you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.